Every reference in the Squabble Up music video. Let's talk about these flags. This is the Afro-American flag, specifically for the African that is the descendant of slavery. Let's talk about this book. It says how to be more like Kendrick Lamar for dummies. It'd be crazy if he actually released that. The CD dangling from the ceiling is a classic from the legend Nate Dogg. Rest in peace. The Compton Christmas Parade sound like a part 2 of the Pop Out. This is a visual with a message, and I've been trying to read what it says, but it's kind of blurred out. If y'all figure it out, put it in the comments. Let's talk about this person standing in a robe. This is a reference to a classic album called Black Moses by the legend Isaac Hayes. Let's talk about this painting in the background. This is a painting referencing Black Jesus. Overall background of the music video was also a hidden reference to the roots. Kendrick spent this entire album and this whole music video paying homage to our history of hip hop. That is so important, and if you fans of the other style, I don't expect you to understand why.
I be getting annoyed when I see people say stuff like Kendrick Lamar fans are annoying. They always trying to find meaning in something, always breaking down stuff as if art isn't meant to be interpreted by the individual viewer or listener. We doing our job, first of all, so I'm going to do my job real quick. I feel like that means something. I feel like this little whiteboard, blackboard, whatever the fuck board this is, got some meaning to it. How about we Google translate what Omnia Esta Liquid is? I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. Omnia Esta Liquid. Omnia Esta Liquid. Would you look at that? The first thing to pop up. I wonder who else is randomly searching this up all of a sudden out of nowhere. Omnia Esta Liquid means everything is something. So who's reaching now, huh? Retract your reaching accusations, damn it. I'm not reaching all the time. I be knowing shit, I think. But anyway, Kendrick dropped a new video for Squabble Up. Go check that out. There might be more Easter eggs in there. Like, for instance, this book that says How to Be More Like Kendrick for Dummies. I don't know why he reading it, unless he proofreading it. But that's besides the point. Let me know if you find any more Easter eggs that I'm missing. I'm currently driving from Southern California to Northern California, so I can't watch this shit.
This is everything you missed on Kendrick Lamar's brand new music video, Squabble Up. In this music video, Kendrick Lamar disses Drake and says that he's trying to be just like him, but he never will, when he's reading this book right here that reads How to Be More Like Kendrick Lamar for Dummies. Kendrick Lamar also speaks on children being victims of violence in bad neighborhoods. This shot from the music video is an exact replica of the scene from the movie Menace to Society. With that, Kendrick Lamar teases that he is going to be making an appearance at the Compton Christmas Parade. As you can see right here in the music video, there's a banner for that parade, and it is next month on December 14th, so that's right around the corner. Kendrick Lamar also pays homage to the rapper Ice-T, with many people in the music video dressing up like the people in his album cover Power. The African-American flag shows up in this music video, but a lot of people are saying that this is a reference to the Twitter user Ebony Prince, which was saying a lot of weird things earlier this year and saying that he was a close affiliate to Kendrick Lamar. A few discs from Nate Dogg's discography also show up in the music video in the middle of the room, and a bunch of people start dancing. In the music video, there's also a scene where two women are playing Scrabble on this blackboard. Now, we don't know what these words or sentences mean since the words are all over the place, but this definitely means something. Kendrick Lamar pays homage once again to another music group called The Roots for their music video, The Next Movement. This part of the music video, Kendrick Lamar holds up a sign that says Jesus saves gangsters too, and this is most likely just him trying to say that no matter what you did in your past or who you are, you're gonna be okay and Jesus loves you. In this shot, Kendrick Lamar lit a lot of candles for someone that died. Now, we don't know who Kendrick Lamar is trying to honor here, but some people are saying it's Virgil. And this has to be the most weirdest shot of the entire music video that no one knows what's going on yet, with this guy right here standing with his two hands up in the air, and then this little black object right here that low-key looks like a dog, but I don't know what that is. What do you guys think about this brand new music video that Kendrick Lamar dropped for his song Squabble Up? Do you guys think it was interesting, or do you guys think it was low-key lame and underwhelming? Let me know.
I'm not trying to start mess, I promise. Like, this is a genuine thought process I had. Like, I don't know if Kendrick is paying homage to the Roots here or sending like a little shot, or maybe both. Because when I saw this comparison, I remember I was like, wait, didn't Questlove like say something about the Kendrick and Drake beef? And I looked it up, and sure enough, Questlove was very critical of the beef, you know, saying specific things he didn't like about it. But, you know, at the end of his post, he says hip hop is truly dead. Like, that's big. That's a big statement coming from Questlove. So like, when we're looking at this, and Kendrick is so intentional with what he does, and I know he saw that quote, especially because like in the first song of the album, you know, he's talking about how people like Wayne and Snoop kind of let him down with their reactions. I'm sure he felt let down by Questlove saying that, you know, because of him, hip hop was dead. So I don't know. I could see him just paying homage for the craft, but then also maybe like a little jab of like, hey man, like, look, like hip hop ain't dead. Like, I'm here. You were wrong.
Everybody is listening to Kendrick Lamar's new album GNX or mixtape. There's people theorizing and shit, right? But let's talk about some numbers. I know I'm a numbers man. I like talking about numbers. And not because I only like an album if it sells. I just feel like it's vital for business purposes, right? But Kendrick Lamar is aiming to become the first artist to earn 3 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2024 with Squabble Up eyeing a #1 debut on next week's chart. But the interesting part is it looks like he's going to be battling himself for the #1 song. Now, Squabble Up has the lead right now, but that can change in the coming days. But Squabble Up is looking like the big #1 hit. And I say this because Kendrick is currently on pace to occupy the entire top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100 chart with tracks off of GNX. Squabble Up is #1. TV Off is second right now. Whacked Out Murals is third. Luther with SZA is fourth. And then Hey Now is fifth. And I think Shabuzi is right after that. Or it might be the Bruno Mars Lady Gaga song. That's 6. But yeah, Kendrick is looking to occupy the top 5 spots on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, gang. That's crazy motion for a surprise release album. Again, no promo, no buy my merch beforehand, no like selling merch, no the vinyls are available for purchase, and when they send it out it counts as an album sale. Now I respect all that stuff too. It's not me. Y'all know I love physicals and I love vinyls and shit, you feel me? That's not me saying people like, but I'm just saying this is a surprise drop with none of that extra shit. It shows you the motion. Kendrick Lamar's GNX is aiming for the biggest hip-hop album streaming week in the U.S. this year. 350 million to 400 million streams projected. It will be the largest U.S. hip-hop album streaming debut since Drake's For All the Dogs, which did 514 million, which is crazy. On a surprise release, I say this once again, and it's only 12 songs. For All the Dogs was like double the amount of songs, if I'm not mistaken. And that's no shot at Drake. I don't want to fight no Drake fans. It is literally just the fact that I'm pointing out. And I think the filter rate, for those who know what I'm talking about, the filter rate was like 0.22% for his streams, which means like filter rate is like these aren't like autoplay streams that people cut off. These weren't people spamming a song over and over and over again, that stream farmed and shit, because they cut those when they count the numbers, they cut out those things. So they filter for those and they don't include them in the streams because they're not organic streams. So the 350 to 400 million projection right now is based on organic streams. And that's fire, gang. I'm not gonna lie. That's fire. I had a few other things I wanted to say and shit, but I'll probably talk more about those, like my feelings about the album, where I rank it amongst like my favorite albums of the year. Since we're coming up on December, I'll probably do a like top 5 albums of the year for me and shit. But yeah, yo, how y'all feel about this, man? Shout out to Kendrick, man. Big fucking numbers. We're seeing that he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest in the rap game right now, bro. He dethroned Taylor Swift. I know Tyler just did that when he dropped Chromacopia, which I'm going to get into my Chromacopia versus GNX bag tomorrow, gang. But yeah, dethroning Taylor Swift ain't hard. Ain't easy, bro. Ain't easy. That shows you a big dog. That shows you a big dog. But until next time, I'm out of here. Make sure y'all hit that follow button on this account. Follow my backup account. That's linked in the caption, linked in the bio. You shitting me?
Y'all remember this little kid in the music video? This is referencing a movie called Menace to Society. At the very end of the movie, a pew-pew happens. And one of the people in the movie lose their life protecting the kids. He says, don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies. It's understanding that some things gotta happen. But there's rules and there's principles to how things go by, and some of the principles been lost over the years. Shout out Kendrick for using this music to bring these morals and these codes back.
Kendrick keeps blowing my mind. In the video for Squabble Up, there's a Soul Train scramble board, and the letters on it actually spell out a phrase. I didn't study Latin, my sister did, but I'm going to say it's omnia est aliquid. What does that mean? Everything is something, as in everything has significance, everything means something. Even the rando letters on the scramble board in the back of my video have meaning. because I am Kendrick and I am that brilliant. This is the sort of meticulous brilliance we've become accustomed to from Kendrick. On Rap Latte, we are going all through Kendrick this week. We did a deep dive on the album. We're going to do a deep dive on Whacked Out Murals. We had a fascinating conversation about reincarnation, a concept that comes up several times on GNX. What's he talking about? Perhaps the reincarnation of the West Coast, the reincarnation of hip-hop, the reincarnation of himself in a way. And just the whole idea that he's thinking about multiple lives and reincarnation shows you how deep he is. He's not just about this existence. There are other planes of existence that Kendrick is thinking about. If you like getting deep about Kendrick, do not miss our coverage of GNX and Kendrick. This is breaking news coverage for Rap Latte. Check us out on YouTube.
What up, words, your boy Physics, and since I do movie reviews and I'm also an artist myself that came up during the blog era, I would like to talk about the Easter eggs and references in Kendrick Lamar's new video, Squabble Up. First, we got to talk about the California representation in this video, since it's super West Coast, from the B's and the C's to the hyphy movement from the Bay Area to the Chicano representation, the lowriders in this video. It is super Cali and you gotta love it. Now let's talk about certain visual cues. The video's overall look is from one of my favorite Roots songs, which is The Next Movement, which was on the Best Man soundtrack and Things Fall Apart. Like, once we get to the scene, you know, shout out to G Perico, RJ, Smack, Floyd, and Traffic who are in this video, you know, back on Fig, who some of them were also on the To Pimp a Butterfly cover. We get a Taz Arnold appearance. Like, where the hell has this man been? Now, if you were around during the blog era and you had your Karma Loop coupon going, you know exactly who Taz Arnold is. Like, Kanye being the fashion icon he is doesn't happen without Taz Arnold. The man is from LA. He's a fashion designer. He's known for the brand Tisa, which if you've seen the hats, you know the T, the I, the dollar sign, and the pyramid. And also, he was part of the group Sarah. Their song, The Bone Song, is one of my favorite songs from them. Like, pay respects to Taz Arnold. But behind Taz, we have a reference to Ice-T's 1998 album, Power, which featured his then girlfriend, Darlene Ortiz, on the cover with him and his DJ Evil E, featuring the songs I'm Your Pusher and High Rollers. This is a seminal West Coast gangster rap album, as well as one of the first gangster rap albums to rap about the pros and cons of being a gangster, the same duality that Mr. Morale deals with. Of course, we got the Soul Train Scramble Board, where participants will have to guess a phrase, but usually an artist's name before we started with the dancing. I'd be surprised if there isn't an album cover or song title somewhere hidden in that. Because we have the words omnia est, which could be shortchanged for the Latin phrase omnis exodus interim novum est, which translates to Ariandin is a new beginning. We are full on into the 2000s with the LED scrolling belt buckles and the club background poster. Movies about the early 2000s aren't even this period accurate. With the plethora of dances that LA culture brought to hip hop, Poppin' and Likin', which happened in the early 70s before we got into hip-hop, is one of the main ones. And we also have the Chicano scene, but we have Burst Rock, a.k.a. Johnny El Mero Juncaro of the 27 Junkies, showing us how to get down. In the middle, we see Nate Dogg's G-Funk Classics, Volume 1 and Volume 2, which is a double album. In the background, we have a reference to one movie that I think people just totally misunderstood what it was trying to say, and that is Menace to Society. The character in the film is Anthony, and the scene references the last scene in the film before a drive-by happens, and Anthony is there, and he is also saved, which coincides with Kendrick's line that happens once you see him, don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies. We have a reference to Isaac Hayes' 1971 double album, Black Moses, which features the amazing rendition of Never Can Say Goodbye. We got Black Moses, Black Jesus, and Kendrick sees himself as Black Noah because we already know he choked a goat. Also, that's the second reference to a double album, which means it's GNX, the first album, and we're getting another one. Also, the Black Panther furniture, which just seems like a lot of Black Panther stuff was going on in the 90s in Black households, so if you know, you know. But another interesting thing is that 2 days ago, the Compton City Council announced Compton Christmas Parade, which will be on Saturday, December 14th. Jason Martin, formerly known as Problems, is the Grand Marshal who is affiliated and a constant collaborator of Kendrick Lamar. Wouldn't it surprise me if Kendrick is dropping something on that date and, you know, giving us a heads up. All in all, Squabble Up is a dope-ass video, and if you saw any references that I didn't mention, write them in the comments, let me know, and until next time, peace.